What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. We've got a prison break mission ready to go. We can either kill a captain or open a box or hack to get the door open and bring somebody home. Fighting up against D-Cartel, we've got this as our squad, so our recently hired hacker is in as the Wire Ghost is getting detoxed. Panzer is still in to do stuff, Anarchist still in as well, so a lot of the initial core crew is ready to go, and hopefully this one goes nicely. We are power level 4, so rewards are up, and we're getting pretty close to enemies hitting power level 10. We're on the ground, the prison break is imminent. The prisoner herself is pretty close by, but the exit might be pretty far away. That's the prison warden for the red key. I don't know how close the Matrix host is. It might be a mile away, it might not. Yeah, it looks like the host is really far away. Only a few boxes. Our exit's going to be back there. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if I don't want optional loot, and by the way, 15 turns is not that bad, but if I don't want any optional loot, it's really like, there's only 2 upgraded enemies right here. Although I really want to know if this guy's going to be running away from us or not. Him running away is not ideal, but there's no way I can run across the map like this and get what I want. You're running away, and I think you guys just have no chance at being a big threat. To be safe, I'll do this anyway. Okay, you running up like that is fine. Probably going to go segment this guy, and then fight for the middle, and then fight the captain. Hope he doesn't go too far away. But yeah, we can, like, grab this relatively quickly and then get out. There's also a chance that this has the red key in the loot box. That'd be kind of funny. But we can also scour the map, run all the way, you know, have someone go solo these two, come up here for the boxes. Not sure just yet, but for now, we'll let the enemies move because they're not going to threaten us, and if they don't have an action this turn, that would be ideal. Phreak's going kind of late in the order. We already knew you were leaving. Might keep going downstairs from recollection, although based on that turn, that might not be true. Yep, you're walking out toward the middle. And then the Chop Shop's doing kind of nothing. This guy's running out towards the Blooder as well. Okay, Chop Shop gets woken up, is walking away. No huge deal there. That's fine. And then, yep. Hop your wall and hop 2 walls. Fair enough. Off you go. Alright, let's get info. You're going to keep walking away, so are you. And, oh, you looping around is actually great. We can ambush you. So, if we can get around your noise levels, which we can't easily. Well, actually, it's not that bad. Because we don't run that far on these characters. So, I guess no matter what, I have to be within, at most, 10 meters of the guy. So, okay. Well, like, these guys aren't threatening. So, we'll leave them as they are. We find a new bad guy. That could be a threat. Thankfully, you rolled kind of late, so you can't wake anybody else up, and you're not close enough to be a real threat. I could Silent Stalker and run right at him, but I don't have the damage to kill him. What I'm actually going to do here is do a yield and have Panzer set up white noise. Right there seems fine. That should be pretty cleanly in range, and we can then run toward this guy a bit more cleanly. Let's go ahead and min-range cast it, so as it dips forward next turn, we can still have him hit by this. So we're going to go there, and only have 1 more AP to spend, but that's fine. You can walk straight forward. Again, these guys... Ooh, you know what? I should really consider Shadow. We have a good Shadow action. Not easily. I can, like, make you look the wrong way, but this doesn't seem correct at all, so no. Just walk forward. Turn the cones back off. This allows Anarchist to sprint forward and functionally be in attack range at the start of next turn. You rolled a 17. I need to be behind you. Wow, that, like, magnet's way too short. Okay, I'm just going to go to here and then manually go the last little bit. Because I did not like what that movement preview looked like. Could grab the box, but I have someone else grab that, I think. And simply... That's funny that it puts you there. That seems a little incorrect, I'll be honest. Put you there, that should be fine. Don't know what you're doing, but again, I'm not that afraid. So even if you sprint at me, it's 4 meters per AP. You literally can't attack me. You can get into melee range, and that's it. And the Cyberknight can actually pretty cleanly get to the box, so cool. White noise lets me save a little bit of a couple action points. Weapon mod for probably a pistol. Gang memes, sure. And white noise... Ooh, actually, Panzer, there's a chance he gets spotted. I didn't think about that. I might have planned very poorly, and thankfully Panzer rolled really well on initiative. Andrew Mick did as well, but Definitely left him a little bit too far in the open. This might have blocked line of sight, but it might not have. So, okay, a Blooder gets woken up. That's fine. You're still walking away. You're going back, which is fine. If you turn down, I'm really sad, though. Please don't. Oh, okay. Oh, he can just barely duck. That's actually huge. Honestly, I think we just hit the Shuriken Wave and let Anarchist get this kill before his action. I'm also tempted to... So, they updated smokes in today's patch. It gives 10% damage and 10% built-in armor if any teammates are inside the smoke. But of course, yeah, now it's not guaranteed invulnerability against everything but melee. I think Anarchist have a good chance of getting this kill. I think Shuriken Wave on 1 is okay. It's one of the tankier enemies. Like, it's fine. And then... Let's see, how far does your vision cone actually go? That's not going to be a problem. I can spend 1 AP running and it'll be fine. Let's let him waste his action point. Ooh, shoot. I got that. I guesstimated that incorrectly. Okay, my bad. You still do nothing, though. We got out of the way. I want Anarchist to lead with this kill, but we should wait for the guards to spend up their actions. We know this guy's looping around. You're over there and guarding. No big deal. You're still walking away, so that's fine. Now, we did create a little bit of tally by him seeing this. He's going to go investigate that, and someone's going to run over as well. Okay, you're useless. Good to know. Alright. So, I can delay, yield, and then Anarchist gets this. Spend 1 AP. Let's go for the active shred to guarantee it. Decent enough hit. Now, if I crit, you die, I don't get the buff. I thankfully didn't crit, actually, because I want to kill you with claws. There's a bunch of AP printed, which means I can run pretty far forward and do some more stuff here. Going to here seems fine. I think ambushing these guys is not needed. I want to ambush these guys. There are clearly no other guards nearby, so we can kind of keep walking forward like this, and it seems okay. Don't know for sure what you're doing, so I should probably be a little bit safe here. Maybe I shouldn't have walked up the way I did. This barrel should maybe be okay. I guess we'll see. Rest of the team can mostly run forward. Shouldn't be a big worry. Again, this guy's going to run right for the corpse. That's not going to be a problem. And I think everyone else we're relatively hidden from as well, although I might have that estimation wrong. I think my game signs are a little bit too quiet. I think that's going to be slightly better. Yeah. Running up and ambushing this captain is good phase 1. We can kind of run up through here, loop down, and then... Because I still want to scour the map if I can. 15 turns is a pretty generous deadline. I think standing there is a little bit too risky. I'm going to go back like this instead. So there should be a report of suspicious noises. And somebody... Interesting, no. Okay. No report of suspicious noises. You're walking back. Let's see. You're going to investigate. And I don't see any suspicious guards. So yeah, except from him, which he's going to just face on his own. So, okay. No one else is going. You are going that way. Didn't know that for sure. Your patrol is whatever. Become suspicious, which doesn't matter very much. Wait for the captain to waste a little bit of action points. Them being grouped up is good for me. That's going to give me a good assault rifle set of shots. You're standing around. That's fine. Yeah, ideally we lead with the remake. And you're going to go investigate those... the fact that you saw somebody. Ooh, you might actually see me if you turn left. Okay, you turned right. Great. Appreciate that. Thanks, buddy. Okay, you're going to delay. Going to have remake try to lead. It looks like I can step out far enough. Ooh, yep, I can get both with still enough AP left. I have to go far enough that you don't hear me, though, so I think I will just go step out pretty far. Just so that I don't have him hearing gunfire, and even though we're going to escalate anyway... I mean, I could drag guards toward us. Actually, you know what? I kind of want to double escalate. So what I'm going to do is try to get to a spot. I had it before. Get to a spot where I have 5 AP. Right there. I go full auto, then single target. Here's gunfire both times. That's going to put us at guaranteed 20 tally. and is going to look pretty solid. Going to aim at you first. If I crit, Downer might hit more people. We hit quite a few people, it looks like. Take the coin flip here. It's not a guarantee, but whatever. Nice. Okay, I really hate that I can waste Downer twice, but it is what it is. And Anarchists have a really easy time cleaning up. She's already got the buffs on. This is going to be just a very, very chill, very easy slash slide on 2. Down you go. Not quite a kill, but you're dying soon. What's your armor looking like? It's still there, but I think I still want to go for claws and preserve action points. I will be down functionally 1 whole claw attack. Prison Warden is down. Red key. Now, interestingly, so we got... Yeah, so this has been happening a little bit, where there's a bug, it seems, where... I'm pretty sure we would have heard gunfire. Let's see. Oh, interesting. I am surprised by the number of enemies reporting gunfire. One enemy reporting, like, is... yeah, I kind of am surprised by how that worked out. That's kind of strange. So something's going weird with like, gunfire reports. Something is weird with reports of gunfire. My CK was in audio range of 3 guards, according to the UI. Shot 1 said only 1 reported. Shot 2 said 2 reported. Once those 2 were killed, there were no longer any gunshot, like, pending tally left. How did the 3rd guy never hear gunfire? I guess maybe, like, it could be the bottom left UI was slightly inaccurate, and he actually couldn't hear it. That's certainly a possibility. I'm still surprised by the only 1 heard gunfire stuff. Like, that's kind of strange. I don't know your movements. I don't want to waste a bunch of AP doing nothing, but I also want to make sure that we're, like, positioning ourselves well. So I think ultimately, we're just going to put most of the team up here on this side. Close that up. Do some mix of these guys opening the door. Here you are. Don't have a lot of time. Let's get you out. Now, we could exit right there, but I want to get all the loot. Actually, I don't like how small this layout was, personally. Feedback. Prison break layout on... I forgot, this one is called... Whoops, wrong button. It's called River Street Bridge, right. This prison break layout on River Street Bridge is too short, IMO. I barely have to cover 20% of the map. I'd like if I had to spawn farther away. Though maybe I got lucky with the Warden's spawn. Alright, well, once the report goes through, we'll keep playing forward. I'm thinking leaving these guys alone is fine, and we'll, again, scour the map sort of counterclockwise. I'm sure we'll find worthy things to do. They also buffed some of the Agent EX talent, so Line Crawler is now at base 50%. At max value, you get it all the way up to 100% bounce chance, which is actually huge for me. I personally I mean, with accuracy, I don't mind it, because I have to, like, you know, make plans and contingencies, and that's okay. But you're also taking a lot of actions when attacking, and so at a certain point, like, law of large numbers does what you want it to. But with something like Line Crawler, well, I just kind of use it once, and then we hope things are good. Ah, darn, that's like the worst spot they could have spawned, I think. Well, we gotta figure out where they're going. And wait, and wait. They rolled not the best initiatives for me. I mean, we could just leave and run another mission. But I really want to open power level 4 loot boxes while we're still fighting relatively easy enemies, since we're fighting D-Cartel and not, like, a Megacorp. The unit quality against Corps is much higher. Okay, you're going over there. Honestly, the more they get out of the way, that's fine. Can't easily get past everyone. Remake is going to be kind of stuck. You're hunting the wrong direction. That's fine. Panzer gets an easy delay. So does Hardtack and Susan. Okay, you'll be ambushable. But I don't know what these guys are doing, and I need to know that answer first. So Okay, you going towards us is actually maybe okay. Yeah, right now you wouldn't see us, so we can kill that guy no problem. Okay, they're all doing the same thing. But I care about what the initiative roll actually is. Which right now is, you know, pretty poor for us. So I've boosted myself so that I can... Actually, I'm gonna... Right, now that I can do that, I can delay. Nope, not the right amount. Okay, well, whatever. I was gonna look for someone to rewind, but that's not gonna work here. I've got nobody who can use up their talents. So the goal here is let these guys move out. And I think we can get this ambush going. Like, we get an attack and 2 claw attacks here. I think that is basically always a kill. So, yeah, I think if I run to here, am I in Crimson Vector range? Yes, that seems worth it to me. Their vision cones seem acceptable. I'm gonna... I don't care about Silent Stalker here. Just gonna let you hear me. I don't really care. So go here. Crimson Vector, into Sword, into Claw. And I am debuffed here, but that's not the end of the world. So I go here. I'm in range. A little bit of Claw damage. This strike should be half decent. Ooh, it was a crit, which is great news because it means I can get the guaranteed kill with Claws. I get all my action points again. Now, let's see. You rolled a 17, you rolled a 20, you rolled a 19. My rolls are definitely not guaranteed to be good. I should probably... And yeah, I can't just smoke and guarantee to get no info because they can definitely turn alert. So I think what has to happen is I need to hide here. I think that will be relatively safe. It is unfortunately quite a few action points I'm banking and doing nothing with, but based on how this is all going... Actually, you know what I probably could have done, and still could maybe... their vision cone's a little bit weird, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to go as far forward as I can without getting spotted visibly. Okay, I'm going to go there. And then, my understanding of using Shadow so far has been that the Shadow functionally moves in 3-dimensional space, including like through the floor or whatever. And if that crosses what their vision cones would be, then you kind of get what you want and they run toward the Shadow. I don't have a... I think this will work. We got all 3 of them to go there. They're all just going to stand right there. And that'll give me some pretty good damage potential. We shouldn't be getting ambushed by any means. If I want to use Smokescreen for 10% bonus damage, I certainly could. That seems a little bit questionable, though. Okay, you rolled a 15 and a 13. Anarchist is already above, and I think Panzer will be okay. Panzer will just high enough as well. Hardtack. If they're going right there, they shouldn't be able to see up the wall, so I'm actually willing to give her a riskier spot. I think that will be fine. And then Susan will do whatever she can, which is... Well, not much, but it's okay. She's not important to the team. I do want to be safe against the guys who are potentially patrolling. Whatever, this is not really the best spot to stand, but I think she's also going to roll really low on initiative. We get 4 tally, we get an escalation. 1 tally per turn is not the end of the world. Yeah, Susan rolled low. Let's go ahead and see what these guys are doing. Am I supposed to be afraid of you or not? No and no. Great. Then we can hit the fat delay and let them all have their turn. And Anarchist can kill everybody. And keep in mind, their initiative rolls such that it doesn't take much. Anarchist, sadly, will have to delay to 7, but we're looking pretty good otherwise. You're still hunting. About 1 more turn for you. You're done. Gotta say, the fact that I can functionally stun them and put them somewhere I want them to be is kind of great. Lure would do similar. Another random guard gets woken up by being near another guard. Off you go, way over there. Okay, you've been told to go move, I think from one of the corpses or something. That's fine. These guys all have to wait. That's okay. Yep, we knew what you were doing, and he will in fact do a 180. And we'll get a bit more info. Okay. Great. With that all done, we can let Anarchist go kill everything. She'll do wonderfully. The nice thing is, because I have all these points in Redline, I get a fat 30% kinetic damage, which is pretty wonderful. I'm going to Silent Stalker just for the bonus damage, actually. Nothing else is the cause here. They're mostly going to see me. I guess they won't literally all see me, but... yeah, I'm going to walk up to here to be cleanly in range of all 3 for Slash Slide. If I'm here, I don't think I make it. Like, if I look and I'm there, I expect to not hit him, so I'm just going to go up this way. I still only get seen by 1 guy, so that's still going to be surprise target on most of them. You see me. You're angry. You didn't choose a turn, which I find kind of odd. Can I really not get, like... oh, it's not pathable. Oh, God. Okay, that's good enough. That's just going to have to do. That hit was decent. That was pretty solid. Am I shredding you? No, but it's still good damage. I don't have the Power Slice available. I'm just going to keep trying for this. That crit's pretty good. Well, I'm going to hit you with the big sword. Yeah, great timing on that shred. Good job. Claw 1 is a glance. Claw 2 might be a kill. It was. Seems good. Susan... I think you can just go for this, and it's fine. I don't think I care that she got debuff. Splicer Mina Part 4. Some weapon mod blueprints. All seems fine. You're going to keep walking away, so she's not really in any danger. I'm going to probably start walking her to the exit now, just so I don't have to like deal with her being really slow and kind of useless. Hardtack, I think, can clean the skill up. I think that's totally fine for her to do that. That's a decent amount of AP. You see me, you're angry. I don't really care that you're angry. Okay, we glance. That's still fine, honestly. We've got enough people. Want to get to this host and get stuff done. You're going to have no problem getting this, I'm pretty sure. Spend down to 3. This strike is basically guaranteed. Hello, another one. You're angry. Bye. Into the soup you go. And we'll just keep making whatever progress we can, and then Remake can kind of run up here as well. And how far can you even go? Not all that far, but this guy's not a danger, so it's fine. I guess we're all in kind of the same spot. Cool. All right. Well, we're going to escalate every other turn at this point. Good number of guards there, but again, I really want these, 4 remaining boxes. To me, they're really worth it. Let's go ahead and wait and make sure we know what all the guards are doing so we don't get ambushed, anything weird. Yeah, you're going, I think, back. Yeah, so you're looking around is... no, that's still hunting, actually. En route is you're still on a patrol path. Susan should wait until this move is done, and then I get the next turn's prediction. You're still on the way, but I don't think you're going to be near my team. Although, Corpse Snipers are running out relatively soon, so... okay, you found that corpse and are running around. Yeah, with these timing out at end of next turn, it can get to a weird spot, but I think right now it's fine. Let's see. You're turning back around. You're not useful. Am I in line crawler range? No. Just going to run you up this way then. I'm tempted to shadow one of these guys and pull them toward me. Like, if I just put shadow right here, he runs up and we get to ambush another guy. But I don't think I need that yet. I'm happy to just have my entire team run up this way, and it's going to be fine. Okay. You're over there. That's fine. Remake can sprint forward similarly. That also seems fine. I don't feel like I need to reload my AR right now. Hardtack, I think, might have to be the one who knocks his camera down. It could have been my Cyber Knight. Actually, it could just be my Knight or EX next turn. She can easily make it to the host on the turn after, and... yeah, like, she can easily get there on turn 7. That'll be chill. Anarchist gets to... yep, that looks pretty solid. Not getting seen by the camera. Good news for you. And because of look ahead, we know that we're not in too much danger yet. I will say I am honestly enjoying the 1-turn lower look ahead cooldown. I'm actually getting value out of it. It's such a good prediction talent, and I definitely find myself wanting it back a little bit more. +1 tally is not a very big deal, actually. It's basically a waste of an escalation. So that's fine. You're useless. That's great. Don't really care who does what here, I think. Just have you start hacking. I don't think there's anything I need to be afraid of here. It's pretty clearly 3 AP away. Even if you run toward her, we can handle this, so I'm just going to go for it. I don't believe she has any Yeah, cyberware implants, but she does have hard shell and overclock. Gotta load programs, and let's see. They look pretty equal. I'm just gonna go north first, because why not? I'll load spoof, that seems reasonable as well. And I'll load disarm, because I probably need to. 10 tally. Fair enough. Oh, and 20 on destroyed. No, that's normal for an active ice, right? I think so. 10 connection health is not the end of the world. Can't connect must be cleared. I'm going to load anti-active here for now. Can't connect is all I need to kill. Well, CPU's been found. I don't care about anything up here because spike CPU is not useful. I don't need this, and there are no cameras attached here, so the top end is useless. So we play for the bottom end. Off we go. 20 damage protection and 5 tally when you take any action. That's a strong one. Get rid of you. Get rid of the AP cost. Can't connect, so I'll have to load Sleaze next turn, but I can scan and spend AP. I'm very tempted to scapegoat and null op whatever this is, and then keep going on the future turn. I will still have to load tools to get rid of that, but this seems decent. I've got up to 3 download nodes available. So for now, we're skipping these guys pretty well. Still want to wait for these ones to all move. And it does really seem like they're not running toward my exit route, so I'm feeling pretty comfortable. I'm going to go knock this down. I'm going to reload my AR as well, to be honest, since we still have this downtime. Escalation could be turning devices back on. I'd be sad if that was the case. I want to make progress toward here if we can. I would not mind getting a good shadow going. Start pulling some of these guys out, because I don't want to fight them in open field, and I want them to waste their action points. So we get somewhere like... Nah, I really can't guarantee he sees it. I could, like, drag you to right here, but that seems kind of wasteful. I'm not worried about this guy still. I don't think I should be, but just to be safe, I can hug this wall here. It'll be almost impossible to spot. And then I can't get it, you know, all at once with sprint, but it'll be close. Anarchist should make forward progress, I think, as much as possible. Don't know what you're doing. You're far away. You're not going to see me. I think standing here is pretty safe for her. Put you there. Let you basically bank 2 initiative for next turn. Panzer can pretty easily grab the box and go join somebody. 10k, Dr. Karos Part 2, and I don't recognize that one. Standing back here should be safe. I'm just going to have him do it. Escalation definitely could be turning devices back on. Yep, and I stood inside the camera. Sending 1 guard over, not the end of the world. It still wastes the escalation functionally. It gives 1 tally, it pulls a guard over. Okay. Turns out it's going to see a lot of people. Fine. We've got a full escalation coming right away. It catches Panzer on the end of the turn and at the start of the next one. That's kind of funny, actually. I didn't know it worked that way, but fair enough. No rush on revealing you guys. I think this is all okay. Okay, you're hunting, but you're not quite hunting the right direction. So I can probably get to a decent amount of cover. Your patrol is mostly useless. I'm probably desiring ambushing you, though. Okay, I'm going to sleaze you. I'm going to scapegoat. I'm just going to nuke everything here with no op. Look up 3 ice. I don't really care. I didn't even read what they were doing. Don't think it matters. Okay, let's use up our 1 remaining active ice right here. Damage to connection. If you use a program... that looks okay. I'm going to disarm first. Drop that. Scan. Nothing else is here. Look up the ice. I'm just going to walk away. Don't need anti-active anymore for now. We scan. We find this. If you use a program, steals AP. Fair enough. We scan. What do we have? If you exit, relocate. Okay, well, we'll kill you at the end. Couple of weak accounts here. Use a program isn't the end of the world. Let's start here, then go here. Still want to load some stuff. Still want to go here. I'm going to stand here but not scan. Because there is a risk that I get relocated on any usage of anything. Get put here. And I can't end my turn there for hard disconnect, and I can't disconnect safely because there's an ice in the way. And so if I'm out of AP and I get screwed there, it's really bad. So I'm going to end my turn here and be fine. Let's keep waiting for every guard to waste their turn. You're still useless. We love that. As you teleport around. You're on the way, but I believe, yeah, don't see anything useful, so that's fine. You're on a basic patrol. You're just going towards there, which I understand. Okay, I do want to use Shadow now, but wow, I really don't have a good set for Shadow here. Let's see. If I was to get, like, all the way over here, and I threw Shadow like this, I can get them both to go. Like, if I'm here and I throw Shadow like this, you two both run to the spot. Which I actually do want to do here. Grouping these guys up and getting rid of them, I think, is actually worth it. So here, both of you run there. Sir? Okay, can I get both of you to run here? Let's just try again. There, okay. So you're going to go here, and you guys are going to go there. And that will give me some amount of, like, reasonably useful action. I'm going to throw white noise somewhere, like... If I throw it roughly here, I think it'll move forward enough to catch the entire squad next turn. But I think you're fine where you are. I might have gone a little bit too early, but it looked... Oh, shoot, you're running... You're really going right there. Right, you're going for the corpses. That makes sense. Shoot. You rolled an 18. Now, to be fair, she probably survives him shooting her twice. But wow, that would suck. That's bad. And you're going to keep going, by the way. So it's not like I'm getting away easily. Wow, that really sucks that I got caught like this. I mean, I legitimately would get to, like, around here on the turn. I don't think he puts her in bleeding out right away. But I also really don't want to risk that with, like, other people getting told, like, intruder spotted, get over here. So, I'm going to have you sprint. I'm going to have you hide back down here, and hopefully you're not coming for me. Otherwise, I lose his mission. But, you know, it's fine. Everything will be fine. One tally there is not a big deal. Someone going there is hopefully not a big deal. It definitely could be. I actually don't mind her running back there because I'm just going to use the AR to shoot somebody. But now it seems slightly incorrect. Let's just stay grouped up with a team and just get ready for this fight. And be well enough hidden. That seems okay. I'm tempted to rewind Panzer, but I think right now I'm fine. You guys shouldn't see past this anarchist. I think needs to take a step, but is otherwise fine. Okay, not what I expected, but sure. Hiding behind this actually might be slightly better if they're going to stand right there. And be far enough back that you don't see me, and this should be okay. You get pretty much all my stuff back. I have at least one charge of Slash Slide. And it looks like that's going to line up well with white noise. Okay, yeah, that would have been really scary. More reinforcements. And our poor... Great, you're where I wanted you to go. Our poor little bodyguard is not in the best spot. You're actually thankfully with everyone else. That's fun. We're safe enough that we're okay. There's going to be some pretty good assault rifle value, I think. Wait, did I just delay Susan? No, I sent Anarchist back. Susan just had a really bad roll. Okay. As she always does. Hopefully you don't kill her. That would be ideal. Please don't kill her. You're kind of whatever. Jibo, please don't run to... Okay, that's fine. You're going to see all the action, but I think it'll be okay. What do we have here? Nothing too bad. Load a program, load a program. Texture health is good enough. We got all the injected files, and we're good. Okay. Well, that part's done. Turn off the vision cones. If you need to fight, you can come out and blast your shotgun once. That seems actually okay. Or throw smoke if you needed to. You're investigating the footsteps and then not going very far. I hope. Ideally. Please still be hidden. We're okay? We're okay. Yep, you're standing right there. Chop Shop should come up in a sec. Okay, she has more movement this turn, though. It'll be fine. Big group of you, but I think we'll be okay, to be honest. Okay, yeah, that's getting a little scary, but we're okay, I think. Alright, so a lot of you just, like, didn't choose to keep moving, which I find suspicious, but whatever. I want to have remake start. I really want to get downer value here. So what I'm going to go for is... Let's see, what's the weapon range in this? 23 realistically? Okay. So that's not great. There is just like a large group of enemies that are going to be really annoying to fight. I feel like I want to center on you. So like, you are 21 meters away from that, which means I wouldn't have downer trigger because it's 18. But if I went for you, 11 meters, 15 meters, yeah, if I could shoot you cleanly, I would like get it no problem. And so I'm kind of tempted to say, run all the way up, just shoot this guy. I guess I don't have crit vuln though on him, but I think getting down on everybody is worth it. Even though I don't have the base crit vuln, I think it'll be fine. I think we can clean up, and it'll be okay. I actually believe that. So I'm just going to YOLO this, even though it seems really weird. It's still mostly surprise targets here. 2 bullets on you with 30% crit chance, and if I don't get you, I'm getting one of these guys, almost certainly. So let's go. We got the crit, that's downer. And you can see it hits a lot of people here. Oh, you're still at 17. That's crazy you have that much initiative. But these guys are going much later now, and so I can do a little bit of waiting and see what my team is able to do first. So if I go to here, I'm not in attack range of anybody, but if I go here, I'm in attack range of you, and it's... Wait, I could find one, right? I thought. I could have sworn. Oh, we walked too far away, so now I can't. Okay, she's actually useless. Okay, you're going to yield then, and Anarchist is going to get her job done, right? You're going to be fine. Not shredded, but you're very killable. We can get the buff going. Let's see, if I go here, do I have Crimson Vector? Probably not, right? No, I should use drugs, though. VCAPs for move speed seems good. Stim Kit, I don't think is really worth it, but I think this is a good time for combat drugs. I can now get quite a bit closer. Still not Crimson Vector range, so I just have to actually walk all the way up here. I think having 3 AP is fine. I'm going to have plenty of claw attacks here. Yeah, we're getting far enough. I'm spending 3 to get there. This is fine. You're going to be alert. I don't care. They see me. They're angry. First strike is going to be good enough. That should allow you to die in 3 claw hits. You die in 1. We take those. If I go here, I'm going to probably active shred you, since you have the good initiative roll, so I need you to die the most. I will have no AP left, so would I rather slash slide? I don't think so. I think we would rather just get the shred. Although, slash slide has real value, and I still might shred. I'm going to choose slash slide here. I think it's correct, actually. It's the most damage I can get. I'm going to go from to behind him, so if I use rewind, I can slash slide again whenever I have AP again. Glancing hit, unfortunately. And that one's shredded. Weird animation, but we got there. That means with my spare AP, I can Lumen Spear. And I can go for some claw hits. This guy will eventually die, I'm pretty sure. Not bad at all. And you're just going to sit there getting spotted, and it's, you know, it's fine. You're really useless. I think running you forward is fine. We can find initiative tools to work with, and it'll just have to be what it is. Not too worried about that just yet. You go, you're in the middle. It's fine. Susan is definitely in a very weird spot here. I gotta say, pathing on this bridge kind of sucks, but we should be fine being here. I don't see a reason for them to all run down there. I don't believe I can yield to Panzer. No, I cannot. We have 3 alert guards. That's fine, though. I have 1 AP. Anarchist high rolled and probably kills NATO every time, although isn't guaranteed to. You're at 11, and you're at a small number as well. I think Panzer can step out. It's going to be hard to get actually 6 AP for the railgun shots, but you can certainly try. I think just taking a pistol shot here is acceptable. We have enough going on that we're going to be fine. That crit's cute. It's a little bit of damage. To be extra safe, I'll drop initiative by 2 on these guys. Again, I'm not really worried about it. Panzer would like to railgun. He really cannot get into a great spot for that, unfortunately. Min range is 21. I do want this loot box, but there's no way I can grab this loot box and also be in attack range, so that's not going to happen yet. But I think just like standing here and attacking is acceptable. Nothing else really going on, so I guess. Well, it's going to guarantee to hit. 0.5%. Great. Half chance to crit. We got that. A couple more enemies down. This guy actually not even full alert. Never saw any of us. But is clearly aware there's something going down. Yeah, you're going at 9. You're going at 8. I'm actually going to have him go grab this box so I don't have to spend more time out here. No one else is close. And because I won initiative so hard, I'm not worried too much about it. We are going to escalate. We also get this guy some crit vulnerability. This guy was told to move? No way. Reports of dangerous intruders. You don't say. Escalation. Is it drugs? Wow, it was a blank escalation. There wasn't a viable option on level 6. Fair enough. Alright. Well, again, shouldn't have any big issues by clearing this out. Would like you to magnet out, but you're not doing it. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, right there. Right? Yep. Right there is in range. That's weird, because you're 2.4 meters away, but I'm just going to say that the preview is accurate. If it's not, it is what it is. Weird that you would jump out from there. That's a weird thing with the terrain, I guess. You are still... You do have red light on, so yeah, we can just go for regular stuff here. Don't need to last hit with claws. If you can, you know, if you want to, you can, but again, don't need to. Spend 1 AP getting in Crimson Vector range. That should be in range, and that should be line of sight as well, so... Let's get the pixels back. There we go. That should work reasonably well. It's not going to be the best stuff. I want to make sure I can break line of sight for my other teammates. I don't want to make this kill not possible. There's no one over there that looks really threatening to me. I get 2 claw attacks here, which I might as well use. And then I'm actually probably going to run back out. Decent crit, actually. I'm going to run back out behind this truck, so I'm for sure not blocking line of sight. She can also solo these 2 boxes. Alright, you're on the way. Are you running towards my... Yep, you're running towards the... Okay. This is going to go very badly for her. I will need to boost her initiative so that she can get away. Otherwise, it's going to be really, 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 really bad. So let's see. If I'm here, I am in range, and I get an attack there, which seems fine. But I've also, like, got to get rid of some of these guys. A lot of my team does count as spotted already. I think being out in the open here is going to be fine. Okay, I am quite confident that's in pre-computed range. So let's get Susan farther to safety. But also, since we're already in combat, let's shoot this guy. No crit is unfortunate, but it's okay. This allows Susan to get a little bit farther away and probably be, I would say realistically, fairly safe. Even if they do run up, they're not having enough AP to, like, land the shot, I think. She'll also get high initiative for the next turn, so it's not going to be too bad either. But there is going to be probably a crew of alert enemies if they run. Well, if they run and they're close. So, like, you will probably wake up. Ooh, you barely don't have line of sight. That's huge for me, actually. Okay, we're running out of ways to kill Jibo. I've got to run back out here. Let me double check some stuff. So, 36 meters. This weapon is... Yeah, it's going to be just fine. Okay. As much as I wanted to run back there, I was greedy. I've got to run here, and should be a surprise target. He's still hidden. This should be pretty chill. This guy probably dies in... Well, I needed a crit. 39% is not bad. Okay, we got it. Great. That is most of my team going back to... Oh, that's so funny. Because this guy couldn't make direct line of sight on my Cyber Knight because I was too far away. She's only hunted, and so the only person they could even shoot is Susan. Okay, you're kind of useless. You're kind of useless. And yeah, you're not making it either. So Hardtack doesn't really have a great shot at this. And actually, wow, Row out-rolled. Alright, well, it's going to be Smoke Grenade then. Which is going to force you... So it's still going to have, like, real line of sight. But it's going to be a lot worse accuracy. So I'm going to give you Smoke as cover, functionally. And I think you can be part of the team that fights on this side of things. You do have a melee weapon after all. I expect them to run toward. But until you're within 5 meters of me, you can't shoot me, which I think is just not going to happen for these guys. So I'm just going to say bring it, and my hacker's going to go face tank. Well, not face tank, stand and smoke. Let's hope I'm right about that. White noise moves, might despawn, does. Reinforcements there, kind of annoying. We can dodge him for now, though. Well, we know what the escalation is, it's reinforcements. We're turn 11, we're getting pretty close to turn 15. You can definitely shoot here, but the action's going to be bad, around 20% to hit. What?! I'm really annoyed by this. Okay, feedback, medium. Okay, guards can full auto and hit hidden and target hidden/hunted enemies. This is incredibly frustrating when I'm playing stealth appropriately. Guard is shooting at a spotted person. Someone is nearby who's hunted or hidden. So the guard chooses full auto and clips someone they shouldn't be able to shoot at. This really sucks. The fact that I almost game overed from that is like what really annoys me on that one. Remake does have a first aid kit, but like that's just so annoying because I don't feel like that's fair at all. Gotta find some way to kill this guy, which is honestly gonna be kind of tough. How do I want to play this? Well, I can do a short yield. Oh wait, no, I kind of screwed up here. Well, no matter what, I have the first aid kit. There's no way around that one. If I shoot at you, I at least can. And if you die, no one else is going to be alert, and so we shouldn't have any other attacks coming in. This is not a guaranteed kill by any means, and like, if you full auto, I might actually just die, right? Or like, get hit by some stuff again. Let's see, how far away are you? 23 meters? That is outside your vision cone. The hit is guaranteed. I don't get the kill unless I crit you, so no. I should just run backwards here and just wait. Go stand in cover, go hide. This would have been really clean if I had 6 AP instead of 2. You're on the way, you're alert. That's going to basically propagate the alert to even more people. You're probably going to throw a grenade at me or something. Oh, Oh, you didn't shoot full auto. Maybe you're out of AP. Because for sure, like, hardtack could have been shot there, you know? This is a really weird spot to be in now. Everyone else is hidden, so, like, we can kind of leave her as, like, sort of bait and get everyone else to safety. So I can't shoot anybody else. So let's run her back, and we'll figure stuff out. It's definitely gotten to a much harsher spot just now. They could spot her if they run up. I should stand behind this to make sure I'm a little bit safer. I don't have a lot of tools is the problem. Like, they can get to here and still not see me, but I'm really worried about what happens afterwards. I think for now, it's like the safest spot you can be. We can be reactive. We're kind of stuck in a combat loop. They're all going to turn alert, but they still only know about one person, so it's not that bad. Right? I can basically dangle her out as bait, and as long as we kill whoever gets visual contact, it's fine. Let's delay and make sure we know what these guys are doing. You're going up that way. You're actually going over to fight. And, okay, so those are, like, fairly useless, which is good news. I don't know what they're doing exactly, but I feel like ambushing this crew is correct. But I also... Wait, did she get hit too by something? Oh, no, she got hit by, like, ice reactions, took a lot of damage. That's what it was, I think. That's why your health is low, I think. Okay, so... I want to fight these guys. I think she'll be good at it. They have good initiative rolls, so we've got to be at least a little bit stealthy. I do have a breadline charge. In fact, I'll have 2 even, thanks to the cooldown. I think crouching to those crates is going to be fine. But I feel like I'm being really stupid here because I really have to make sure that this part is also safe. This is where, like, a lot of the damage is actually coming from. But I think with these guys... Well, this guy's actually heavily armored, but I have Power Slice. I think Anarchist can mostly solo that. I know I'm being greedy by grabbing this loot box, but like, it will allow me to regroup with my team afterwards and not have to go back and waste more time long term. It is greedy though. There's my red key, hee hee. Wasn't even that good of a box. Is what it is. Still though, these guys are alert but can only shoot Susan, so we can drag them in pretty far. If they go too close, of course, Hardtack gets spotted, so I have to keep her safe. So if I put her around here, like, they can run in. Like, they can certainly try. I believe smoke will end at the end of this turn. I believe I threw smoke in the previous turn. And smokes are only 2 turns long now. So they can run in. They only have info of Susan. I believe no one can get info of Hardtack. Although if they get combat drugs, they're going to get a lot closer and they'll be a bit more real. Remake is not easy to spot. I think it's going to be okay. Again, I think Anarchist is going to be alright here. Escalation is not reinforcements, so that has an increased chance of combat drugs. It was skipped again. Okay, great. Syndicate Sec AI has few options on 6 and 8. That Overwatch cone sucks. You're useless. Again, they only know about this one person. No one else actually has anything going on. I'm not worried about you two. Yeah, you're patrolling and just won't see me because I'm behind a box. Yep. Remake, I think, is actually safe enough where she is. They have to go way too far up to find anything. You don't have any attacks, that's what I thought. You're on the way over. We duck. It's not a big deal. You got really far. Oh, you found somebody. Okay, that means I have somebody else who's now spotted, which means there's someone else who's attackable. Have to clean that up, which is, you know, very doable, don't get me wrong. Let's see. I want to get line of sight on somebody and have 3 AP. That's going to be you shooting this guy. Looks pretty good. I think this is a very reasonable first attack to make. Nothing else to be worried about here. 94 to hit, 14 to crit. Shred is great. It was about a coin flip there. Susan waiting here seems fine. These guys, well, you might be able to grenade me. I don't know for sure. That would scare me a bit, but she can at least throw a first aid kit down. Might just run her even farther back and just be like, yeah, chase me down, I dare you. You know about nothing else. I think that's reasonable enough, to be honest. Spotted, coin flip to hit. Not bad. Remake is spotted as well, though. I forgot about that one. But I think they don't have line of sight. You're on the way. You're not alert. You're running around. You're not alert. You, I believe, can't get line of sight on my Cyber Knight. You're out of AP at this point. Yep. Okay, so do I have initiative tools on the CK? Not really. I have interference spike, but that's kind of it. I'm going to try to run my entire team out this way and loop around. If I run, you hear me. I don't really care. Because you're going to go back to hidden afterwards, so that doesn't matter to me. I'm cleanly in range. We get a strike here. It was okay, but not great. Anarchist should have a really easy time with this. Strike 1. That's pretty great. I'm pretty happy to claw this. Have the AP up for a future turn. You're back to hidden. I'm going to yield. Make sure Remake cleans this up, no problem. Shouldn't really be an issue whatsoever, but down you go. That's steamroll for the team. Let's see. So Susan and wow, everyone has really bad initiative. That's actually a bit of a problem. If they run up, they will probably see Hardtack. But I don't have a way around that. I don't have a way around that. I can clean these boxes up, no problem, to get over here. Susan is very safe, but I'm worried Hardtack gets spotted. I'm going to spend AP reloading. And let's see. Who has what available? You have Sprint. That's good. You obviously have nothing that would ever rewind or anything. Yeah, you're going late as it stands. All I can really do is just stand behind some cover and hope it all goes okay. Grab my loot boxes. That looks reasonable. This might jump. It might not. I think it will. Nope. That's okay. We should probably rejoin the team here. I think we want to be able to fight. I think going for the box even that time was probably incorrect. I want the entire team going this way, I think. And in fact, I could have maybe even run forward and caught steamroll potentially if I did it differently. That's not great, but I can run away. I don't believe they get direct line of sight. I think Panzer's hidden. I could be wrong, though. They still only have one person spotted. Ah, okay, they're coming up this way now. Hunted, hidden, spotted. There's nobody who can shoot this guy. Advancing. You're probably going to see me. Yeah, I think my knight gets spotted here. Wait, still counting as hunted? That's wild. They're all angry. It's fine, though. Again, they don't know much. But Susan doesn't run very fast, which makes this tougher. There certainly are a lot of guards, which makes this tougher as well. I don't know which ones even have, like, visual confirmation of her at this point. But I think just the fact there's a chain of alert guards means you don't get anything special. Alright, so let's figure out how we get to safety. So there's still this guy to act, but everyone else is a reinforcement. Okay. So the plan is we run for the right-hand side as best we can. Smoke will help in that if we have to take our licks on the way back, we're a bit more defended. But they can really attack us. Now, they still only technically know about Susan, and of course we always let her die and fail the mission. I think it would instant fail, I think, when they die. I don't want that to happen if I can help it, but, you know, that could happen. Yeah, the problem is she doesn't run very fast. I don't want to be out in the open, although Remake does have downer, so I can probably get something decent here. You know what I should try to do is shadow these guys and have them run away. It is certainly not in any way a guarantee, but if I can get them to run away, that would be ideal. Let's see if we get something out of this. We might not, but we can try. We actually got all three. That's huge. Okay, that helps. That buys me quite a bit of time, quite a bit of space. I could run all the way up here and like throw smoke. That's stupid. I am tempted to see if I get a good downer pop with my Cyber Knight. I also do want to kill a few of these guys. So, as far as I can tell, by the way, you're the only one with visual confirmation. So, I am curious, if we outright killed you, would we drop spotted status? I like get the feeling that might be true, but I'm not sure I'm willing to risk that. Also, I saw line of sight in this guy briefly. Yeah, if I run to here, I legit have line of sight on you, and I feel like that's a really, really powerful thing if that's going to work for me. I would come close to one-shotting you if that worked. I want to take that risk because I think there's a really big upside if it in fact drops status. Almost a guaranteed kill. Does that drop? Okay, no. Still spotted. I don't think anyone else did directly see her, but it is what it is. Still though, I think the kill is useful. Smoke costs 0. This blooder is not real right now. But I'm still very concerned about how we make the rest of this look good. You aren't going to have a real fight for a while. I am probably going to try to stand in smoke to make the ensuing turn look better. But for now, I want to clean up what I can. Hitting, I think, centering on the Street Warrior centers downer value. I get 2 shots at this. It's likely to go very well. There's the crit. Good enough. I think we just go again, and the important thing is, yes, I'm spotted for now, but we can probably clean these guys up. And with them having minus evasion and crit vulnerability, it's pretty playable. There's a kill. There's a shred. I'm still spotted until these guys drop. Well, specifically you, actually. 15, 15, 17. Slowing these guys down seems relatively useful. I think that's going to be the target here. This guy has to die. We can get that, though. Anarcha should have a really good time with this one. Let's see. Can I do anything fancy than what I've currently got? I mean, if I go here, I can't. I don't have Crimson Vector up. But that should be a guaranteed swipe. And I believe my team will drop back. Well, Remake will drop back to hidden if I get this kill. Let's try to verify that's true. Down you go. Okay, I believe. Yep, you guys once again know nothing. My initiative min roll is going to be a 10, which is pretty bad. Remake is max rolled so far, but I don't know what these other guys are doing. And so there's like some risk. Also, I don't want to be open to you either. This kill is like very playable, right? I get an attack and 2 claw hits and downers on. That's incredibly likely to succeed. And if I get this kill, you won't turn alert. I'm with Remake going at 18 next turn and probably having pre-compute available. Unless you Giga outroll me, I'm getting what I need here. I'm going to go for this. Silent Stalker is going to give me a little bit of... gives me the stealth attack here. It tells me I will magnet out. So let's hope that's true. Yep. First attack is kind of goated. I'm out of AP, but I don't think I get spotted here. And again, Remake wins the initiative rush, so like... yeah, oh, you're doing nothing? We love that. We'd love to see that. Susan's still spotted, but can probably make some real progress here. We're also down to only 3 enemies here. And we're not even escalating, which is kind of great. But I'm thinking we might want to run down this truck here. Well, or run to over here and try to get out. You know what? My hacker's a bad combatant. I'm just going to have her grab loot. That was pretty useless, to be honest. But I'm going to try to group up around here, which I think is very doable. Susan is going to sprint. This is the turn where she has Steamroll on, so she runs faster. And as the one spotted person on my team, we hide you behind a truck where they cannot shoot you. Hopefully these guys actually follow Shadow and don't just ambush Panzer. That would suck. You're following Shadow. You're following Shadow. I love that I got to stun these guys for a turn. That was great. Okay, hunted and hidden. Although as they run up, they might spot my people, so I've got to be a little bit careful. So you rolled pretty well, but I don't see you running up here to spot Anarchists. That would be freaking weird. You're going pretty quickly, and you're going pretty quickly, and you could theoretically flank us. And so I am going to throw down smoke. They would have to get within 5 meters to actually spot us, which they are not going to easily do, and so here we are. So we get that down, and I get this nice little smoke screen buff, where I get 10% ballistic damage, 10% kinetic damage, and 10% built-in armor, in case it really does go poorly. No escalation. Just barely. Draco being sent to intercept, sure. This should make us really comfortable, I think. You're patrolling finally. I can re-shadow you, by the way. I'm not in a rush to. I'm trying to think if there's a... So let's see. Can you sprint within 5 meters of me? I really don't think so. But I'm also not sure I'm in a rush to go anywhere. I don't think they can do anything. I mean, realistically, right, you don't have combat drugs on. And you should be minus 30% move speed. There's no way you should catch me. I'm going to go ahead and hit the delays and see what these guys do. You're taking cover, but thankfully still can't see up enough. That's actually pretty fortunate. Did not expect that to be your movement. Kind of want to wait to see what you do. You're on a basic patrol. You don't find me. You're going over there. Okay, I'm going to throw Shadow again, I'm pretty sure. The hard tack running over across the map seems fine. This guy being here is definitely a little scary, but I guess we're okay. And look at that, we're over an hour in. You still... There's nobody who can fight her. That Overwatch cone... Oh, you can... Wait, who can you see? Oh, you can see her. Shoot! Okay, Panator helps, but you might have more AP. No, you don't. You over... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Yeah, you'd get hit by that. Smoke would help block line of sight. What I really need is Interference Spike, which I thankfully have. And somehow, by the grace of RNG, I can yield all the way to exactly that and not have to do nothing on this turn. That is huge, actually. So we're going to do that, by the way. I'm going to re-shadow these guys, by the way. You guys need to go turn around and not fight me. Did catch all 3 of you, although you're still facing that way, which is annoying, but whatever. Yield. It is time for Interference Spike. Let's break Overwatch. Sadly, Anarchist is now one of the spotted mercs, but we can still do pretty well. I'm going to run across the smoke screen. Sure. You're going to be very hard to ambush. That's a bit of an issue. I don't have the best initiative rolls, and this guy is hard to ambush. And now that Anarchist is spotted, like, there's, like, real danger there. So how do we get what we need? How do we get what we need? I need to get past you somehow, but I'm not going to be able to. I'm tempted to use Rewind on Panzer here. It means I can only go this far, but it means I can throw another Shadow down, which is okay. Actually, I'm really tempted to use it on Anarchist to get her Paint Editor back. And she would get things like Silent Stalker and Slash Slide, which are like actually pretty good as well. I think that's my best option because she's the one who's going to be taking damage here. So I'm going to run up like this. Drop Smoke Screen. That's fine. I think Rewind is actually correct here. Your combat drugs are gone, sadly, but it is what it is. Susan can run forward and hide behind this cover. She's going to be almost invincible to these guys. They can't reach her. And this guy can't spot. So that's going to be fine. Panzer can do a bunch of sprinting, which seems fine, I guess. Nothing else I can really use. I guess you just go stand behind cover, and it is what it is. They still can't find you, so it's not the end of the world. Remake rolled really well in initiative, and does have pre-computed. So Anarchist can, like, run at this, and it's, like, not even bad. I might kill in 3 claw hits. I might not. I guess we can go here and Crimson Vector make it 4. I can't Crimson Vector make it 4. Alright, well then all I have is Remake goes early. Can at least walk up to boost this. You're not going to have line of sight on these guys. Yeah, this is the play. There's a Worldwide Nano Sim kit, but I really don't think I need to. I think 3 claw attacks and then boost initiative if needed is going to be fine. It's not going to kill just yet, but that's okay. And then odds are very high you win the initiative race. Sitho could... He could at most Overwatch me. I don't think he can attack me. She looked like she rolled well. Panzer gets the boost. What are we getting? We are getting, once again, nothing on 11. Wow, they really have just no tools here. Okay, well, you're going to need to... Okay, sad thing is I'm going to probably get the kill with the melee weapon. I really would like to have triggered red line here. It is what it is. So you're gone. Obviously, she's spotted. You 3 all know where she is. You also know where Susan is, but I think she's unshootable. There's a world where you guys get closer, so we have to be a little bit careful about where we're standing and what's safe. I'm tempted to hide all the way back here and really be impossible to hit. In fact, if I go even farther that way, I can maybe pull them to this side of the map. And I think that's actually going to be quite safe for me. Well, we're not getting turn 15. I am curious if we should boost anyone's initiative, but I think... Well, with Susan spotted, I really don't think Susan's in danger here. So I am quite tempted to... I might have to slow down a little bit here. Right, stop a little short and wait and get info. And then I can, you know, pre-compute or whatever is needed. I might even want to start even shorter. Let's see. I don't think... I mean, if you... You could run at me, but, like, you're so far away, I don't care. Like, there's no way you're getting all the way here and spotting me. And these guys aren't either, so no. I think Remake is fine to wait. Okay, you're hunting anyway. Oh, nice. They're actually just all hunting. Or, no, they're following Shadow. You're running up. Okay, you're going to go for Susan, which is fine. You're actually in an open spot now. Yeah, okay, cool. They all got hit with Shadow. That's good. One of them didn't turn, so I was afraid. You've got nothing. Yep. We can wait for the Wildfire to move. I think that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna have to do... I can't get behind... I can't have Remake get behind the Wildfire. So Remake's going to have to just go. Which is fine. I think we can get, like, some shots here, for example. Although, actually, ooh, the scary thing is, if I shoot this guy, I become spotted, and then that means I'm a viable target. That's actually really not good for me. If I go here and shoot, it's not going to be nearly as important. I have Steamroll up and Downer up, but I'm not going to get any value out of those. I think setting up the shots here makes sense. I think the Wildfire Seeing remake won't matter. There's a world where I want to play initiative tools, but 64 to hit is not great. But, I mean, Panzer and Susan, probably not hardtack. It's going to be a little bit hard to get the shot here. But you're rolled a 15. We're going to be fine. Famous last words, I guess. Okay, she's spotted for now. You're going up there. Yeah, you're useless. Does hardtack have an angle on this? Actually, yes. Let's go as close as we can to getting a good line of sight. 13 meters is going to be decent. No one else has actions. They're going to hear gunfire. I don't care. We're escalating anyway. You said I had a target. What do you mean? I guess I didn't, and I'm wrong. Min roll a 12. I'll at least yield and see what everyone else can do. I want to yield to Panzer. He's actually the one who's going to do the most damage for me, ideally. It's not going to be the most damage. Okay, thankfully Remake goes early, but Remake doesn't have... No, it does have pre-compute. Okay, good. Okay, this play is going to be simply... Run to here. Shuriken Wave for the accuracy. Go for a bonk. If you roll poorly on initiative, you can turn things around. But we're trying to get this kill here, as you've come pretty close. That's good damage. Hardtack cannot finish the job. She's going to have you run in a straight line. Susan, I think, gets this kill. Panzer can be boosted to go to 20, so we're going to be fine. We have the first action. Hardtack's done. Susan gets a guaranteed glancing hit. Great. That puts my team largely back in stealth. You hiding behind that is... It's not the greatest, because there is a world where you can come up and do some stuff, but... I guess if I hug farther back... I mean, no. Well, line of sight requires being up here. It's fine. Escalation is very close by. They will turn alert as soon as any one of them gets a turn, which is going to be very, very soon. Now, thankfully, again, most of my team is not spotted, but these two certainly are. How worried am I about you going on 17? There's a world where you grenade, I guess. I think I want to pull Susan away, because if she's spotted and it's the only person they can shoot, then everyone else is safer. Stopping there seems okay. Delay down to 11. Have Susan keep sprinting towards the exit and be impossible to shoot at. This will be impossible to shoot at. Other people might reveal as they get closer, but I think for now I'm okay. You're finally moving. Yep, you found some corpses. You're on the way as well. Everything's fine-ish. Missions are definitely taking a while when I don't have good weapons. I'm on, like, mostly level 2 weapons, and they're power level 9. Like, the damage just isn't there. Okay, you get to move before our EX has a chance to attack or do anything, but that doesn't seem too big of a deal. I think running you there is fine. I think Anarchist waiting here is fine. You are definitely not in a position to deal any real damage. You're not going to reach my EX yet. No, you're not. Okay. Well, we run continually towards safety. Susan does not have a great initiative roll, so these guys can get closer. In fact, the Wildfire might almost actually have an attack here. He rolled low, so I can't do anything about that one, though. There's a world where my CK gets spotted by this. I might run back in more of a straight line to try to help, like, not getting literally seen. It's a little bit weird, but it might be correct. Yeah, they're going to advance. They know everything. I'm worried about them rolling well on initiative and really ambushing me, but Anarchist staying here is pretty safe. If they come around to the right, she can do some real damage, and they can't, you know, really do anything yet. They can take, like, maybe one... No, I think even where you're standing right now is fine. Lots of the guards are going early next turn. I'm going to skip the escalation, although if it's combat drugs, I'm really in a bad spot. Okay, you're just still following those orders. 2 tally per turn. No, what was... Oh, wait, it was probably another just nothing. Great. So you could get out, right? We can at least have one surviving member of the team, though if the Cyber Knight dies, the game ends. You're in cover and safe to wait. You're going to actually get in the range to do some stuff, or just about. I think you're at 0 AP, so you can't attack. You're also not able to attack, although you put on a buff for yourself. Let's see. I think Hardtack is safe where she is. You would be able to cut off Susan really easily, so I gotta be careful about that one. But Hardtack can chill. Susan should definitely go somewhere a bit safer, so I think behind this is good. You should be unshootable, although it's gonna eventually be shootable. If I run on a straight line, sprint is not gonna get me to cover, so I definitely just need to be, you know, as far back here as I can. And again, smokes are not gonna really block all the attacks, so there's some real danger there as well. Okay, let's have Remake throw some stuff down and try to lower initiatives and move speeds. I think that one dude is fine. But the more you guys can't go, the better it is for us. I think Remake can... Let's spend a few AP running back, but let's hold a couple of tools. Actually, is anyone going to come around the left-hand side? Who still has actions here? You might go left-hand side. You're not real. You're not real. You probably won't come around left-hand side, but I don't know for sure. I am tempted to take slightly safer movements here. I don't have any other tools right now for the Cyber Knight. But I want to get spotted, right? I want my two bait characters to be the two bait characters. They can't chase anyone else down. And they're choosing cover a lot of the time anyway, so it's not even that bad. And the funny thing is, as soon as I get my bodyguard target and everyone else to safety, we're suddenly really, really good. Okay, so... Oh, you have a chop shield on. That's going to be annoying. You're going to get really close in your turn. You can't shoot Susan, but you could try to shoot Anarchist. So I'm kind of tempted. Let's see. I don't really want to fight from inside a smoke screen. Bad actually on both sides doesn't sound great to me. But let's see. And I should plan for combat drugs being a possibility here. If you got combat drugs, I don't think you could quite one-shot Anarchist, but it would be close. You definitely couldn't reach Susan. But you would also see my team eventually and turn alert. I think realistically... Okay, you can't see that far. I'm just going to go to here. I'm going to throw a white noise down like at my feet. So that as they come forward, they take some crit vulnerability. I'm just going to start hiding back here. And I think we can start getting the team out. Susan's not going to quite make it yet. But... yeah, I'm going to get Anarchist a bit safer. Putting her down here is going to make him have to run farther to spot and do anything. I think that's going to be fine. Susan rolls really low, but she's not at risk of getting shot at easily. And then I'm going to run a hard tack out as well. She's just, again, not terribly useful overall. Going to hide you down here. You can help the team fight if you really need to. Remake hiding here is a little sus. You mineral of 14. They're definitely coming. If this works as cover, I'm fine, but if it doesn't work as cover, I, like, die. And the thing is, if you sprint up, which you're going to, I get spotted here. Man, I really hope this counts as actually vision blocking. I think it does. Based on the fact that I mean, I really think it does, but if it doesn't, I lose the game. If I low roll initiative, I mean, I'm 14 to 24. This guy can outright see me. I'm so dead. If I'm here, I don't even feel that safe is the problem. I like really don't. But I will have interference spike, and I can then run across afterwards. And I can eventually Panzer can throw smoke down, but that's not going to be great. I really don't like where I'm at right now. The fact that Susan is this slow definitely hurts, because if she could have gotten across, we'd be fine. Susan's going to get caught in an Overwatch trap, like almost for sure. I have interference spike for one, but I don't have much else going on. Maybe I hide here, and I don't want to have to fight them, but I might have to fight them. These guys are thankfully far away, and there's only 5 of these guys, but I think we have to fight, so I'm going to go stand somewhere where I feel a bit safer. I should be almost unhittable here, and we're going to go fight from out here. That's going to be the plan. And they're probably going to run far enough forward that white noise won't do what I want, but maybe I get lucky. Escalation's better than combat drugs. And maybe they'll pick, like, safer routes. Yeah, you're doing nothing. I love that. You're actually coming closer. You don't have anything going on. Puts up Chop Shield again. Chop Shield and Chop Shield 2. You know what? Fair enough. You can wait. I can't bump Susan earlier, so all I can do is wait and figure out stuff later. You're picking a pretty safe route here, and even if you Overwatch, I'm not even that worried about it, I don't think. That Overwatch cone sucks. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, let's see what else you got. Okay, I am very happy that our AI is very defensive, and so I'm fine. I don't think Susan gets out on this turn, but it gets close. Although, yeah, you're not going very far. You don't have an attack, do you? Nope. You're going to turn alert, probably? Ooh, no, you're not. You're not getting close enough. I don't... Oh, no, you might. Okay, we're fine here. You're going over there. You're not real. All right. Do I want to start extracting? I think so. I think we can start extracting and it's fine. I'm going to have you sprint across. You're not out just yet, but you're certainly almost out. This guy's a 16 for initiative. Remake can slow him down a little. You're at a 13, which she's not guaranteed to beat, but there's always a chance. What do you roll? 7 to 17, and she rolled just high enough. We take those. Alright, so my knight's going to get spotted here. So if I slow you down, you go down a 10. You know what I'd like to do is be able to yield such that... Actually, this might not be terrible. I wish I could yield such that... yeah, so the problem is he's going to hear footsteps, turn, and get a wider vision cone. Okay, didn't get spotted. That's good. Okay. Anarchist, I think, can just take the extract. Like, it's fine. I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to prioritize mostly getting to safety, getting people out, not having to finagle more people. Let's go smokescreen. Doesn't really matter where we put it, but the entire team gets some armor while we're here. That's nice. You're alert but at 10. You're alert but at 13. Most of my team is not really spottable. Phreak's at 20. Susan's at 14, which isn't great, but it's not the end of the world. It's ahead of the two people who are closest. I'm just going to skip that information. I don't really care about it. Remake does not have pre-compute, but again, this guy's at 10, this guy's at 13, and no one else is, I think, close enough for it to matter. So, took us 19 turns. But I got the rest of the boxes, okay? I got the boxes, I got the security, I got the Matrix host. It's like level 14 is wild, but that's how I'm playing. Yep, you're gonna run closer, not that it matters. And she almost made it out on like turn 4 or something. But we played it this way. Was it correct to play it that way? Probably not. We came in hot, hit the person hard. We certainly did. Long injury time. Not so much for her. I think she just got hit by... I thought it was by the... what's it called? I'm blanking on the name of the thing. By the Matrix host, but I could be wrong about that one. Either way, yeah, the 11 days for being in a full auto cone when you were invisible, that really annoys me. That's the most annoying bug in the game to me. Everything else I can kind of work around. That just feels really frustrating when they made stealth so much better with the other updates. Well, we have some XP to spend. My face only has 1 spare point. 13 is plus new talent, by the way. Coco's Buyer cooldown is fine. I might go... I almost want to go handpicked levels, but probably not. Efficiency grind cooldown is fine. I've got to wait until I get another point before I can go field coordination plus a charge. It's moderately useful, but I'm kind of tempted to go... Yeah, I think I'm going to go, you know, bank 11 and then on 12 grab +1 charge. That way, yeah, I just think it's going to be nicer overall. We get a +1 on the hacker, who is injured, but only for a short amount of time. New max talent, so we go grab Trunk Patch. Although, to be fair, actually, Zero Interrupt is a much better talent overall. So, I take it back. I'm going to go here. And then I will grab this on 9. 9 is actually 2 pointers, so I can grab that and this. That'll be pretty reasonable. And then at 10, I can grab the next +2, which might just be that. And then at like 11, we go there. 13 is going to be another max talent, so there, you know, we'll figure it out, but yeah. That's that part done. Let's get you treated. So 5 days, 14k seems kind of nice. Although I don't have any missions due for quite a while. So I think actually we could take the cheaper option, but 8k is nothing, so let's just go here. Hello? It didn't... That's weird. What happened there? I like couldn't... I guess it was just slow and didn't get rid of the menu? That was strange. I mean, it's working now, but that's strange. I don't know if I lost money twice or not, but yeah, the menu didn't update. Okay, what else is there to do? Let's go figure out files. Combat gang memes, cool. Files not used by a set. We can sell random garbage. The memes go to who, if anyone? I have to wait till my wire ghost, or whatever they're actually called, comes back from hiding, I think. Otherwise, though, we'll take that money here. That seems pretty decent. Are there any blueprints to sell? Actually, didn't Origami Joe finally get his limit break? No, not yet. Okay. Fair enough. We're still waiting on that, then. We finally have an assault rifle optic. That's huge. Gotta go craft that. NanoFab, show me assault rifle optics. Oh, I got a bunch all at once, actually. Let's see. Powerful and rare. Yeah, will we take the 7 accuracy and 3 range? Absolutely. Great. That's wonderful. That's actually a big power increase. It's going to work on the E-rifle as well, which is good news. 2 days from field coordination. People are resting and recovering. We have a bodyguard job on offer. I guess we'll grab that while we're here. Need to play bodyguard. Sure, we can do that for you. It's going to be on... Okay, that's a very large map, but it'll have 2 hosts, but it won't have any loot boxes last I checked running this mission. Could be wrong about that one, but... It's going to be probably another hour-long mission. Roots gets her detox done. Let's keep going, though, on that, because you're still in not the best place. Open trainer bench, that's fine. Not rushing for anything there. I don't think I'm trying to get anything else. I could try to go for more cyber surgery. Like, I have some gunners here who could be pretty happy getting some stuff here. Like, the Asian EX, he's gonna railgun some, and I feel like giving him the eye stuff is useful. Similar for you. Vanguard's probably gonna be... I guess you did roll long shot here, so she might also play sniper rifle. But surely some of these guys are gonna want... I mean, let's just give everyone that, right? Just... I mean, I'm playing really melee heavy, but now that smokes aren't invincibility, I'm probably going to switch back to using a lot more... I'm using whatever I can find, which, to be fair, I don't have a lot of really anything here. I've got a level 2 SMG that I could use more, and I've got the level 2 revolver that I can get decent use out of. But, yeah, I just do not have good weapons right now. I've just not been finding them, which is kind of rough. I just don't have the damage, so... yeah, it's kind of tough. But I think we should do some surgeries here. I've got downtime, so let's go ahead and start putting in display links. I like them more than... I mean, yeah, Bright Shot is cheaper. It's just... I don't feel like I'm going to use that talent almost ever. And I would rather have the accuracy, the 1 accuracy and 3 crit chance, so... Dr. Ash, it's cheaper. I have 2 open benches. That's kind of nice. 132 on you. And then, who else is going to mostly do ranged weaponry? I can kick you out of the trainer maybe, but let's go with the Vanguard here. Display link 5 days, 132k is not too bad. Seems... I think we just, like, cycle through Dr. Ash as much as we can. Is there anything I want to have you take for surgery? I don't think so. Nothing here is very useful. Yeah, I'm going to have people cycle in and out of Dr. Ash's clinic because it's cheaper for her. At some point, I'll put MJack and... probably, actually, it's going to be the lung slot. Here's the ADVX filter. Gives me enough mitigated. So when we have Zasha available to do some stuff, we'll give her that and kind of put that combo on. Otherwise, though, other options are going to be things like... Yeah, I'm healing, but we can grab Neural Toner here, or Neural Accelerator here. No, what is it called? Synaptic Accelerator. And cyber legs here. Those will be pretty solid after we get everything else going. Not much else we can spend money on, realistically. We craft one. We are going to go craft another. Also going to go lower some heat. So craft one more of the exact same thing, to be honest. Put it on the E-rifle. Great, here we go. Before I forget, let's go ahead and mod that up. So you're wounded, but you're still getting treated. Okay. Okay, we did drop this in a prior mission. But this is just better. It's some range, which is nice. I'm up to 26 meters. I've got a good amount. Like, minus arc is not that big of a deal, I find. She is recovering from injuries at the safe house. Okay, you're back. Time for you to go get healed in more ways. Here you are. Minus move speed can be pretty annoying. 4 days, 37k, not too bad. Okay, it's weird that it does that. Yeah, the menu is bugging out. Okay. Bug, medium prio. When paying for a doctor service, the menu doesn't close when you, like, accept/hit spacebar. So, 1, navigate to the character sheet. 2, look to treat a wound or injury. 3, pick a doctor and accept. 4, notice that the menu doesn't close, but you hear the SFX of like making that action. Well, fair enough. Let's wait for the report to go through. 37k and 4 days, and yep, the money got taken. It went through, right? She's getting healed now. She's in treatment, 3 days, 18. 7 comes back relatively soon, gets to do stuff. There's that done. Great. Let's go look at our E-rifle and make that better. Adding some range is nice. Let's see, who has stuff that would still need mods, by the way? That's at least capped out. If I have any ion bats, I'll use them. That's at least capped out. Okay, so at least we are looking okay on these finally. See if we have any ion bats I can actually use. I don't think so. Yeah, this thing for plus... Oh, no. Ooh, we have a better one. No, that's a railgun ion bat. I griefed. It's the wrong one. I meant to go for a blade ion bat. And yeah, it's this guy, which I don't care about. If I sort by powerful and rare, I have a better sniper scope. It's not that much better, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything too spicy that I really care about here. Another pistol optic. I might just make this because I will at some point need to use them. Let me see what I have for pistols. Yeah, I have, like, this optic. I should build it. I will get use out of this, actually. Alright. Origami Joe is waiting on Herr Schweinstein's decision about the smuggling deal. Alright, well, tell me how it goes. Influence break just in time. Street guns capped out. Puppet Master on cooldown. Cannot get everything. To be fair, I can't buy anything from him anyway. You're good at street guns. Congratulations, buddy. I've been approached by a promising if demanding corporate contact. Not sure how she got our card, but she's a Matsumoto biotech researcher with a big plan, but needs us to pull it off. What's up, Taylor Stryzek? I've got a corporate VP who's trying to take all of the credit. Well, her daughter, rather, is trying to take all the credit for my hard work. I have a plan. What kind of research? It's good. Well, Jupiter tried to boost me a while ago, and I decided that, yeah, I want to leave. So, sure, we'll boost you. Truck ready to be planned. We can hack a way station to make this mission easier. The 404X spike is an option. Okay, we can open up the docks here. I think we can get this to work. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, most XP comes from anarchists, so we'll send and hopefully have enough time to get stuff done. This is it. That's giving me the go-ahead. We're going to be rich. It's worth a lot. We have to do Slag a Smash, though. Basically, we have to secure a smuggling route for him. Slag a Smash is ready to be planned. It is due in 2 days and 12 hours, which is pretty close. Thankfully, I can use Field Op Center to slow it down. Truck job is due in 12. Sphinx coverage is, of course, doable kind of whenever. Paydays are pretty good for this one. Slag a Smash is 764k. 600k for the bodyguard job. We get 600k for truck job. We can do this thing initially if we want to. Make that nicer as well. Still plenty of people are stressed and whatnot. No open stress benches. Yeah, you're wounded, but you're still in treatment for your injury. This one is not too bad, though. 1 initiative, 10 HP is not that bad. He's in surgery for 3 days. We'd like him back, at least for some of these. Actually, the combatants are going to be, what? Cyber Knight, War Machine, who's on legwork, so that's not going to be easy. Soldier, Cyber Sword, probably. Also of note, I don't believe... Let's see, if I go to mission planning... Yeah, I cannot, even though it's a pure combat mission, I cannot... Actually, I'm curious if we should... feedback. I think I should be allowed to use rapid transport for things like Slaga Smash, as it's pure combat and basically a battle strike. Please let me use a hover transport favor for 5 mercs. This mission will be relatively tough. It is pure combat. I can no longer rely on smoke grenades. I can't use anything else. It honestly has a good chance of KOing us. I'll try anyway, and if we lose the run, we lose the run. It is what it is. I'm going to be a coward and change my settings to allow saves. Just because I don't want to get all the way back to power level 4, I'll just be like, yep, you know what? It was too hard for me. I have found that because I am still on level 1 and 2 weapons, and I can't use like some of the best talents in the game, and I can't really use Fit Up Center for any like significant sources of power, like, it's tough. Almost all the good combat relevant talents can't be used, and it's tough. It's just real tough. So yeah, I am pretty afraid of that mission going well, or poorly, or whatever. Because yeah, hard CC is really useful for keeping things afloat. Anyway, for now, we're not rushing anything. We've got an exposed defector relatively soon. We can get Librarian back from Detox, which seems fine. Money is pretty tight, nothing to really upgrade here. Although, did I get this upgraded? I did. That means I have file sets I can mint. We can meet Dr. Kairos, twice in fact. Let's grab the lowest quality ones to meet the contact, and we'll take the higher quality ones. Oh, I have so many of that one, it's wild. Yeah, we'll grab all the crappy ones, and use that to meet Dr. Kairos. And then we can use all the higher quality ones, and use that to sell a V-chip. Mint that. Dr. Sevenfold is in the same boat. We've got the entire thing twice. Let's grab all the weakest ones we can. We'll use this to meet you. And then we will go here and sub out all the highest quality ones and use that to sell. Great. All right. Well, let's go ahead and use the file to meet Dr. Kairos here. Okay. Hello, it's Dr. Kairos. She's got black market matrix wear. Dr. Sevenfold is here. We can go ahead and use this to chat with him as well. We'll destroy the V-chip and meet the contact. Dr. Sevenfold, a corpse placer. New customers at my clinic. Great. We can go see what they do. So, Dr. Kairos, again, black market matrix wear. Comes with Paranoid, so you can also get armor power plays, which is fun. Dr. Sevenfold comes with K177 spec, which I think you can get out of a power play as well, if I recall correctly. Don't have that power play, of course, and the fact that he has gun nut means you can actually get other power plays as well, so feeding these guys a bunch of influence can be good. We can get a lot of power plays that way. Vertigo's on one as well, has street wetware. Has yet to actually pop that, but still, it's a possibility. These could be sold. So someone I want to actually sell them to. Well, Dance Hall's back, but she's already in line. Nobody... Well, actually, I kind of want favors from Bastille. Favors are pretty cheap. I think getting 2 favors from you. Favors are how I get the leverage I'm looking for. Sorry, favors are how I get 5 people in. And then, yeah, for here, yeah, you pay a lot. I don't really care, though. Money is not really the object here. So it's not all I can spend it on, to be honest. I think I want to keep trying to boost Dr. Ash as best I can, so Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get her onto a power play. That'd be kind of cool. Actually, wait, I need to check one thing, which is... Wait, do I even have Puppet Master back? Or Coca Spire back? No, not yet. I still can't even check if she's available for it, but... I'm going to say, let's just sell it to her anyway. We'll just see if we can make it work. If we can't, it is what it is. Here we go. Dr. Ash, give me some money. And then combat gang memes. I can probably get another favor from Bastille, which to me is... I'm going to say is worth it. In my mind, having those favors is good. A little less money, but it is what it is. Yeah, people are in surgery. We have... You're still recovering from medical. And you're getting your wound back. You're in surgery. You're in surgery. You're detoxing. Account is gaining XP. He's going to be running the mission. You're busy with legwork, but I'd like to pull you back when I can. Thankfully, we can use field ops to push this back a couple of days. I can push it back 8 days and get Anarchist back. Probably run this with a stealth crew. For now, let's go ahead and recover from stuff. Influence break, great. Puppet Master can't be popped. Not going to trade a favor in for that one. High priority kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Our boy is detoxed. He is thankfully not stressed. That's wonderful. I'm going to have him heal his deck here. Seems worth it. Relatively cheap. 12 hours, 2k. That's nothing. No big deal there. Detox bench is open. Let's see who I want to send. Highest stress and wouldn't be going on stuff. I think we can send you eventually. You're in surgery. You're doing stuff. You're going to be going on Slag Smash. When you're back from surgery, we could send you. We could send you right now, actually. You're not going on the combat mission. Because the combat mission is going to be Soldier, War Machine, Cyber Sword, CK, I think. I could run Scourge instead of Cyber Sword, but I think I would rather... Actually, I'm tempted. So one thing I realized is that because Metabolize does not actually count as a talent, I can actually path up to the middle here and go Detonation and learn these two instead of these two. And have a slightly different talent build. Actually, talent cap. So I'm going to hit the respec because... Basically... I want to actually, you know, adhere to the rules I set for myself. So I hit talent cap here. I have 3 to spend, which means I can still grab this guy out of Tox Cloud. And then, I don't know if I actually want any upgrades on Detonation, but I think I can try to grab better Morass and get some decent combat out of this. That'll be the attempt. Again, if I was trying to win the game, I didn't have challenge run rules, I'd run Brainworm and Nervotox Shell for sure, and wouldn't be spending all these points traveling around, but again, the challenge run rules are the challenge run rules. If I can get him to level 9 and then 10, that would be great. Getting the XP would be pretty good. And in fact, I probably want to try to plan for Slag Smash a bit. The idea being, I can push this back a little bit. Truck Job's tough because against Matsumoto, this just ends up being really rough, and also it requires CK. Slag Smash does not, and realistically, I might just skip this mission anyway because it's going to be too hard. But I'm really tempted to run something like Vanguard Scourge on Truck Job. The actual combat power is pretty bad, but Lure plus Tox Cloud is amazing. And trying to give them some XP so that the Scourge can go to 10, or closer to 10, will make it more powerful with Slag Smash. That can be solid as well. I'll figure it out. I'm not quite sure. I should at least get this recovery done, and... I mean, I guess I can detox you because you're not doing anything else, and it's fine. I don't know. I'm not saying I'm making the right choices here, but we can at least play a little bit more time forward. That is done. We're running short on time for Slag Smash. I understand. It's due in 6 hours, which means... Well, I'm not running that in those 6 hours, so I am going to go ahead and at least push you back once. Give me 4 days. Let's have the recovery come in. Okay. How long is it going to take you to get rid of this wound, which, again, not huge, but matters some? 3 days, 6 hours is basically nothing. That seems like a pretty good idea. It'll even be back in time for Sphinx coverage, so yeah, let's do that. Cybernite, send for treatment. Dr. Ash's special clinic. 3 days, 6 hours, 40k. Not bad. It does cost me some money, but it still works in the end. You're getting back. You guys are coming back from surgery, which is good. I will actually use you guys. NanoFab bench, I think, has no value. Let's grab this mission. My agent inside D-Cartel may be exposed. Okay, fine. Boosted VIP. No big deal. Let's see. As far as the timing is concerned, this is due in 3 days. Sadly, her legwork is due after Slag Smash. Let's push it back a second time, it looks like. Here's our siege. We can finally run some pure combat and actually bring 5 mercs. That'll be fun. Hopefully we can find some good stuff there. Got a lot of accounts actually to sell. I forgot to sell any of these. Let's go sell our garbage. And then Dance Hall has actually hit the limit break. So start selling the higher ones again. Get her in for the limit break here. Up to 60. Get you all the way up to... Oh, actually, I can start selling to these guys. I should have been reading more closely. I do want to feed influence into these doctors and get things like Black Market Matrix Wear and whatnot going. Dr. Caroson's being a really good recipient for this kind of stuff, by the way. Because she can get a lot of different power plays, and Matrix Wear is actually quite good. Yeah, nothing else I can really go for here. That's fine. We have some cash. Don't have anything good for the NanoFab to do. The count sitting in the trainer is kind of silly. He's doesn't need to be. Let's get you guys back. Great. Let's get you back from detox as well. Also great. We're almost capped on legwork tokens. That's fine. We're going to use those to boost these, of course. I need to push back Slag Smash. And I need to figure out who's actually going to be running Sphinx coverage. So let's see. Let's get you back. Great. Let's get the Cyber Knight back. Also great. Okay. She's stressed. It is what it is. So we're going to run Sphinx coverage. Probably leave this on red. And just keep running everything else. Well, still have to do a delay at some point to get our War Machine back. And well, she can't run Sphinx coverage, but I can run other stuff here. So I could buy Matrix Snoop. I don't think I want to. I think I'm actually going to play this mission straightforward. I don't think it's worth it yet, so I'm going to prep my 4 mercs. I'm thinking about trying to hit level up breakpoints on some of these guys, so running these people, who are going to be some of my like actual fighters here. You're 9, close to 10. Okay, you should go on this mission. And you are probably not going to hit 9 off the next mission, so I think I might... And then what about Roots? Is Roots close? Yeah, she's going to level up as well. Okay, so I'm going to park you and play Accountant. These guys run the mission, and then for Slag Smash would be, we would drop Panzer to play the War Machine. That'll probably look half decent. I think it'll be playable. Truck Job is going to need some other people, but yeah, we're going to kind of start something like that. So next episode, we will try to do the bodyguard job and everything else we can do. Thanks for watching. Let's see. Can I actually plan this legwork out as well with everything else going on? Like, do I know someone's going to be sitting on the bench for a long time? She's probably doing nothing for a long time, but she might not run that legwork. Let's just see who's even eligible. Who could run this? Blackmail. We can send hardtack. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be busy doing this. Librarian. I'm going to need him for truck job, so no. We're gonna leave him with the team. But hardtack can grab that, no problem. Great. Find me some of that. Let's boost our legwork chance as much as possible, really. Let's just put this at 100%, I think. Let's just, yeah, we'll just hit all 3. It's fine. Great. Now we're guaranteed. Isn't that wonderful? There's the numbers. 100% for you. 100% for you. Great. Got a scav right out here at some point. I gotta figure out exactly when I'm gonna grab all the missions. But again, for now, we'll just kind of stop. We're good. Almost 2 hours in. Next episode is Sphinx coverage. Might grab missions in between then. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.